My name is Julian, and this is your weekly dose of futuristic news. Did you know that the CIA is trying to clone humans? Stick around and we'll get to that story later on in this video. Would you eat powdered fly larvae? This startup says you will, and they just raised $5.8 million to bring it to market. Bugs gross me out, so I don't really think this one's for me, but once it's turned into a powder, I guess that doesn't really matter. The company's called Live in Farms, and they've produced a modular system that automates the process of raising black soldier flies and turns it into a powder that's really high in protein. They're on a mission to build insect factories and are betting that insect-based proteins will be an increasingly valuable alternative food source in the future. Would you let tiny robots into your body if it could save your life? I think I definitely would, and I can't wait to have nanobots floating around in my bloodstream. Then I'll have finally realized my dream of becoming a cyborg. These tiny robots, invented by UC San Diego researchers, have successfully cleared pneumonia from the lungs of mice. The mice that weren't treated with the microbots all died within 3 days, but the ones treated with the robots were cured and had no side effects. The microbots are made from algae cells and covered with a layer of antibiotic nanoparticles. The algae provides movement through the lungs, which is key to the treatment being targeted and effective. The technology is still at the proof of concept stage, but the early signs are very promising. Did you know the CIA is trying to clone humans? I personally think cloning is awesome, and I can't wait to have a cloned version of myself. If the CIA wants to use me as a test dummy, I'm all in. The CIA's venture capital firm has recently made several investments into powerful genetic manipulation tools. One of those investments is into Dallas-based biotechnology company Colossal Biosciences, which has a vision to see the woolly mammoth thunder upon the tundra once again. They already have an impressive list of high-profile investors, including Peter Thiel, Tony Robbins, Paris Hilton, and the CIA's venture capital firm. They use a technology called Crispr, which is a method of genetic engineering where you go into DNA, clip some of it out, and replace it with new DNA that does what you want. It doesn't stop with woolly mammoths though. The founder of Colossal said, "We can clone all kinds of mammals, so it's very likely that we could clone a human." This is one of the weirdest inventions I've ever seen. I don't know what this means, but hopefully we don't have killer plants running around in the future. It's like Plants vs. Zombies, but in real life. Last week, an inventor named David Bowen unveiled a robot that enables a living plant to control a machete. The system he built reads the electrical noises found in the plant and uses an open source microcontroller to move the joints of the robot holding the machete. What this means is the plant is controlling the machete and choosing how it swings, jabs, slices, and interacts in space. Like and subscribe to stay up to date with more futuristic news, startups, and interesting inventions.